Hey everybody, welcome back to this. Wait a minute, we're not in my studio. Does this look familiar to you? This is the very first place, the very same exact seat in the same location that I shot my very first YouTube video 4 months ago. Wow, it's so cool to be here 4 months later. This is the 50th video that I'm currently shooting right now. And wow, these last few months have been absolutely crazy. To think that I sat right here in this very same seat, started my business, launched this YouTube channel, and to think that we are now over 200 subscribers. I've sent out a few custom orders in the last few weeks and I've got more lined up. Been a really great time to just kind of sit back and reflect. So yeah, I'm currently not sitting in my studio in Austin, Texas. I'm here in Connecticut because today we've got a really special painting that we're doing. But before we do that, roll the intro. Wait a minute, I didn't even have an intro 4 months ago. Crazy. Anyways, roll the intro. Okay, so for today's video, this is probably one of the most special pieces that I have ever done. This painting is a surprise for my grandpa for his birthday, and coincidentally, his birthday is also the same day that my birthday is on, which is why I'm here in Connecticut. If you haven't seen the last video I posted a surprise travel vlog because I flew from Austin to Connecticut to surprise my grandpa, and ooh, he was surprised to say the least, so definitely go check it out if you haven't.
Brother.
Hey, do you have any pizza left?
Hey!
Hey! Holy what? Okay, so let's jump into talking about this painting. So when I put together the inspiration for this, I knew exactly what I wanted to do right away. My grandparents would raise Birman cats and they would travel around showing them in different cat shows. And I always grew up with having Birman cats around, and Birman cats are known for their beautiful, just absolutely gorgeous eyes. Their eyes have different shades of like light blues and dark blues and even sometimes a little bit of purple. And so knowing how important Birmans have been to my grandpa, I knew exactly that this piece had to be something that captured those Birman blue eyes. Get asked what kind of paints that I use for these creations, and it's a very specific kind. There's a company called Arteza and they have a pouring specific acrylic paint, and what I love about it is when it hits the canvas, when I just actually blow on it, it moves around and it takes these beautiful shapes and it blends the colors so well. And if you're interested in picking up any of these paints, there'll be a link in the description below to the exact paints that I use to create these paintings. This painting starts to come to life, it's actually been a minute since I used a white canvas. I was going on a string of black canvases for a while, and hey, I love the black canvases, but I knew that this one had to be on a white canvas because the Birman cat is typically a nice, beautiful, fluffy white color. It just made sense, right? You have a nice, beautiful white cat with those blue eyes. I couldn't do that on a black canvas. I've also been really enjoying trying to do like a mirror pattern on opposite corners. things I've done with most of my recent paintings is as soon as I get done with the initial pour, my initial blowout, I take my blowtorch and I quickly go over the painting, hitting it with the torch, because I've noticed it kind of gives it almost like a flash dry, like it gives it heat. That way it just kind of sticks in place. When I first started doing pour over, the painting would sort of shift a little bit if the canvas wasn't perfectly level. So by giving it a little bit of heat, I've noticed it actually helps the painting stay in place. So if you're an artist out there, pretty cool tip. Hit it with a little bit of heat and it should help your painting stay centered. So now it's time to pour the resin, and I was on a tight timeline for this one because my flight was on Friday and I did this painting on Sunday night, Monday night. I think it was Sunday night. And so I had less than 4 days to do the whole entire painting, let it dry, pour the resin, and let the resin dry. And I think we timed it perfectly, because if there were any mess ups or any errors, I wasn't gonna be able to take this with me as I flew to Connecticut to give it to my grandpa for a surprise. Begin to pour this resin, you'll notice that that big gray bin that my paintings are usually on, it's not there. That's because I was actually doing another painting this week simultaneously, and I had to pick up that whole entire tray and let it dry in the garage. So we had to be a little creative with this by using some parchment paper to catch the paint and catch the resin. And that big gray bin that you see that catches all of that, that's actually just a pan that you put under your washing machine. It's a pretty cool hack for an artist. Reveal, I think we're gonna do something a little different. We're actually gonna go down to my grandpa's studio and we're gonna ask him what he thinks of it and get his opinion on it. So let's go ahead to his studio, come on. we made it to Connecticut. We made it to Poppop Studio. What do you think of the painting?
Wow, I think that's terrific. I like the colors in it. And you said you were using Birman coloration, and I can see the lilac, I can see the blue, I can see the other colors of them. This one especially is really a nice lilac shade. And this is the blue shade right here. Really nice. I like the layout on it. It's I would call it a Birman explosion.
A Birman explosion. Is that what you're gonna name it?
Sure.
I like it.
We didn't have a green point because I don't know. They just didn't have green Birmans. But that is terrific. I love it.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I put some green in there is if it was just blue, I felt like it would have just been dull, and the green added some pop to it.
The green pops on either side.
Yeah.
That balances the picture. I like it. Very nice.
Cool.
Beautiful.
You want to turn it around so that everyone can see it?
Sure. You can see my picture. Isn't that great? Huh? Someday I'll be an artist like my grandson.
I mean, we're in your studio, and I think your artwork definitely puts mine to shame. So.
Well, you sell more than I do. You sold more in 2 months than I sold in 70 years. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
It's been an honor learning from you, and
I love the picture, and I love you, Dan.
I love you too.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. Happy birthday to you too.
Thank you. We both shared the same birthday. You'll actually see that on Tuesday's vlog. I flew up here from Texas to surprise my grandpa for his birthday, and yeah.
He did.
And it was quite the surprise. So
it sure was.
Again, happy 90th birthday. Thank you for letting me come to your studio and to learn.
Happy 35th to you.
Thank you.
And remember, I'm only 55, plus 35 makes me 90.
Hey, I've got a long way to go before I get to 90.
I hope you make it.
So, do you know what we say at the end of the video?
So if you like this video, please subscribe, and because I do art programs weekly.
There you go. You heard it. All right, guys. We'll catch you next time. See ya.
You heard it first.
You heard it here first. We'll see you next time.